Hello everyone, welcome back to more Star Trek Continues with me, bunnytails. Today we're watching episode 10, To Boldly Go, part 1. This is the first of a two-parter, and these two parts are the final two episodes of Star Trek Continues. So we're going to start the final story, and to bring back something, a little bit of nostalgia for this channel, let's boldly go where no bunny has gone before. It's box quarters, yep.
Thank you for allowing me to meditate with you.
It is an honor to teach Vulcan techniques to one so willing.
They're the only times that Vulcans pay attention to their emotions.
We find it salutary to have an interval during which we ask ourselves, how do you feel?
I've never heard of this before. Have I?
When this mission is over, I will miss these times with you.
And I with you. I believe you may benefit from further teaching with masters on Vulcan.
Perhaps you could as well. There's a discipline called the Dalhut Nar, isn't there? To help one accept the wisdom of vestigial emotions.
There is also the Kolinar, the purging of all remaining emotions. There is no chance of me undertaking the former, nor the latter. I am rarely disposed to discuss matters of a private nature, but our relationship is special. I would not admit this in front of Dr. McCoy, but such a lengthy association, men and women from Earth, has taught me to value my maternal birthright.
Learning a little bit about Vulcan.
The recent loss of our sister ship still gnaws at me. Whatever it was that caused the Hood's crew to lose life support is...
Priority incoming message from the Chief of Starfleet Operations. Priority 1. We're diverting you to Aldebaran.
Considering the ships we've lost in that system recently, do you think that's wise?
The Yorktown and Republic were severely damaged during their investigation into the Hood's loss. And shortly afterwards, the Federation colony on Aldebaran 3 went completely silent.
How could an entire Federation colony suddenly go silent?
Starfleet has a top-secret laboratory on that world. Before we lost contact, the Halifax reported significant anti-proton residue on the planet's surface. I think you know what that means.
Romulans.
Oh, I'm glad he said it, because I'm like, what does that mean? Okay, so it's hard to talk when they didn't give me a pause to talk, but we learned a little bit about some different techniques or paths that you can go down as a Vulcan. Maybe it's been mentioned before, but to me it feels new. And one of them was the complete disassociation from emotions, and the other one was kind of like where you embrace your emotions a little bit more. Oh, I also wanted to mention that I am enjoying the continuing thread of this storyline with the Hood. It's been kind of been brought up several times, and now it looks like maybe all of that is going to come together to some kind of conclusion. So I like how they have done that.
Captain, readings indicate the colony has been destroyed. It appears the central reactor has suffered a containment failure.
It's impossible. I installed the safeguards myself 5 years ago.
Perhaps some kind of sabotage.
Sabotage? Through my travels through the internet looking up various things Star Trek, I've seen this like meme, I guess, or whatever, where Kirk says the word sabotage a different way like every time. I wonder if that was on purpose. If so, I like it.
The disruption field is obstructing my readings.
Oh, this is the first time we've been on a set like this.
I am detecting 2 life forms.
I suppose they left a key under a rock somewhere.
Automated defenses!
Well, I love seeing a set like this, very reminiscent of many alien planets that we've been on in the original series.
We must maintain the barrage. The drone cannot fire through its own shields.
I think we have to do like a roll, like the somersault, to really solidify.
Could the turret's anti-grav beam be creating a gap at the bottom of its deflector screen?
Highly possible.
Let's find out.
Do the roll. Do the roll. Do the roll. Yes! Oh, man. I'm so happy.
You're Vulcan. You.
Okay, look. I was just about to say I was
Affirmative.
reminded of the
When a
episode.
simple yes would do. Vulcan for sure.
Captain James T. Kirk, Federation Starship Enterprise.
She's got a Medusan
T
in
for
there.
Tiberius.
She can, yeah. Oh, whoa!
Who are you? What happened here?
Just like Gary Lockwood.
You don't know. It was your starship that first pierced the barrier around our galaxy 5 years ago. Enhances humans with high ESP quotients.
All the callbacks.
Since then, certain Starfleet officials have been assembling us. Experimenting.
Oh, the
25
top
in
secret.
total.
Oh.
Journeyed through the barrier yourself.
A trial run.
Trial for what?
The ultimate last resort.
Against invasion.
The Federation isn't in the business of weaponizing its citizens.
Captain, absolute power does not corrupt absolutely. It corrupts selectively. Aboard your ship, one uplifted Esper became a megalomaniac, while the other retained humanity.
But for how long?
And which are you?
I follow Sastar Pohan.
A human spiritual movement that follows the pacifist teachings of Serac and Tumord of Vulcan.
About my original question. What happened here?
So many things I want to
Cloaked
say.
vessel arrived. They overwhelmed the lab, destroyed the ship sent here to investigate.
The Halifax.
The Romulans vaporized our scientists and kidnapped the Espers.
What do Romulans want with a bunch of Espers?
I believe I can surmise the answer,
They
Lieutenant.
could be weaponized.
I suspect Vulcan physiology renders us immune to the psionic effects. And if Vulcans cannot be uplifted,
Then Romulans can't either.
They want to use the kidnapped Espers.
But not against us, Cap. Against the Romulan Praetor. They oppose his termination of the Klingon alliance.
Romulan politics don't concern me. Getting my people back does.
But I want to know about the politics.
Lana.
You'll be safe with us, Lana.
if you recall, it was incredibly dangerous to have Mitchell aboard the Enterprise.
You heard her, Spock. She's a pacifist. Besides, if we're going to pursue a Romulan ship full of Espers, I want us to have one of our own.
A most logical position. Captain, there is the matter of the other life form I detected.
That would be me, Commander.
Oh yeah, there were two. Oh.
Surrender is not the Romulan way, Captain. Fire now, and this disruptor will detonate.
I believe we have approximately 38 seconds until a force chamber overload.
Oh man, I'm so excited that we get to see a Romulan in this too. And the music. What? It's not my birthday, is it? Is it Christmas?
Emergency. 5 to be miles now.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna take this Romulan aboard, the Esper lady. Woo!
Sulu has detected the Romulan kidnappers on long-range sensors. We are on an intercept course.
Excellent.
Admiral, I won't lie.
You got some splaining to do.
They'll cross into the neutral zone before we can catch them.
I'm ordering you to pursue those Karskat Romulans into the zone.
What?
Just get the Espers back, no matter what.
It's that serious. Well, Federation's got themselves in quite a pickle, haven't they? So when Spock told McKenna that she should go to Vulcan to train, that reminded me
Set a
of
course
the
for the Romulan neutral zone.
yeah of the episode with Miranda was her name, and the Medusan, and then this lady shows up with the visor.
Transmit this encrypted message on the following subspace frequency.
Sir, that carrier wave's only...
Please proceed.
Oh man, this is intense. We got the roll. It's like they're like, how many things can we put in this episode to make the fans go, woo?
Captain.
We're in hot pursuit. We'll get your friends back.
The Romulan?
He's in our brig. Why was he still there?
I think he's a Praetorian spy.
Do you trust him?
About as far as I can throw him.
In your case, I'd wager is pretty far.
True.
Why didn't you use your abilities to subdue him?
I am a strict pacifist.
We'll be engaging the Romulan ship soon. I hope I don't have to call on you, but...
If I had a credit for every time you said that. The Marauder's about to cross into the neutral zone.
Sound battle stations. I'm on my way.
Warning, treaty violation.
Mute that over.
Warning.
Keep an even hand on the tiller, monsieur.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Yeah, for real.
There's no sign of the Marauder, Captain. She could be cloaked.
A Romulan ship is decloaking off our port bow.
Shields to maximum.
List class, Imperial Bird of Prey. I have visual.
Bird of prey? Stop.
The vessel is registered as the IRW Hawk's Talon.
Meaning?
Captain, we're being hailed.
Stop! It's not my birthday! It passed!
I received Mr. Spock's message requesting a parley. Yet the fact remains. The Enterprise violated interstellar law by entering Romulan space. Shall we call it war now, Captain Kirk? Or wait for an official declaration?
What did she say? Oh, God.
Contacting the Rook. That? Romulan? On your own initiative? What were you thinking? Why didn't you ask me?
You would not have agreed.
Damn right I wouldn't have agreed. You're lucky I don't rip one of those stripes right off your sleeve.
Oh, dang.
I became aware of reports that Charvanek was granted command of a new bird of prey.
Charvanek.
Once I speak with her, that she will see the wisdom of assisting us in pursuing the Romulan dissidents. She and I have a rapport.
Bring her aboard. You have 30 minutes. I hope that's enough time for your rapport.
Well, the Enterprise incident is definitely one of my favorite episodes of season 3, right? It's so cool to see her back.
Captain.
Mr. Dickerson, please conduct the lieutenant to guest quarters.
This is shaping up to be my favorite episode, or maybe these two of continues. Could be.
I confess the humans did treat me well. Still, I was surprised the exchange was arranged so quickly.
Logic dictated that your return would entice your praetor to release the Tellarite merchants. Your praetor would seem quite loyal to you. Is your loyalty to him as great? He needs your help. I need your help.
I will aid you, if I can. Spock mentioned Romulan dissidents and kidnapped humans with psionic abilities. Our intelligence sources know nothing of these marauders.
We apprehended a Romulan commander on Aldebaran 3.
Do they know each other?
Joe Lontrue.
Yep.
I've never seen this individual before.
Nope.
Are you sure?
Oh. What?
I beamed the prisoner out of the brig, just as you ordered, sir.
That man was an imposter.
An imposter who's now on the loose.
Great. So it would be somebody that can somehow make it appear that Kirk gave the order.
I need security teams on all decks.
Intruder alert. Main engineering.
So when she says he's an imposter, what? Jeez.
The maids are going offline.
Is it that he's not a Romulan? Like he's disguised? Like Kirk did?
Gotcha, you lovely.
Or that he is a Romulan, but he's just not a commander. Whoa! What is that you're doing?
Clear!
He's not a Vulcan, is he? I mean, they were talking about different Vulcan stuff before, so maybe?
If the nerve pinch was as you described, Chauvinik would be incapacitated for at least 3 hours.
Is it a Vulcan nerve pinch?
Pulse 200, blood pressure 20/10. Romulan or Vulcan, they read the same.
Vulcan?
Pressure hold he administered.
Spock's Vulcan death grip.
But there is no death grip.
The Aldebaran colony's last census listed 1 Vulcan. There's more, Jim. Federation records show that he's married to our friend Lana, and his ESP rating is through the roof.
If his powers are already so strong, why go to an Esper lab?
Maybe to find a mate.
Become his equal.
And one who's already embraced Vulcan philosophy.
Want to bet Lana's trip into the barrier wasn't authorized by Starfleet?
To see all the scientists killed, it must have been very difficult.
Awful.
I'd like to try and help if I can.
That was a brilliant performance. Why don't you try the truth this time?
Captain, she's been through a terrible ordeal.
She scripted the ordeal, didn't you, Lana? You and your husband. He was trying to blow up the lab entrance, so we couldn't find out what really happened.
Oh, okay, yeah. What really happened?
Human evolution has stalled, Captain. But we are superior.
Are you sure it doesn't corrupt absolutely?
Absolute power only corrupts selectively.
Your kind should embrace your fate. Instead, you try to control us. Why do you suppose the Preservers erected a barrier around our galaxy?
Hell, probably to contain us.
No. It was so that naturally superior individuals could be uplifted.
You don't know what gods think.
I do.
I remember the Protectors. Are those the ones that were mentioned in the Miramani episode?
Still no sign of the Marauder.
We find no evidence of a cloaked vessel, Enterprise.
Our trace of the Romulan kidnappers disappeared after Syntek lost consciousness and Lana was put in the brig.
So that's why I tried to disable the power grid, to prevent us from realizing the ship was an illusion.
So it would seem. If there is no Romulan marauder, then the Enterprise entered our space without provocation.
Sub-Commander, that's for diplomats to decide.
We'll stand down and surrender to the Romulan Star Empire.
The bird of prey is charging its plasma weapon.
Go ahead, Tal. Tell your Praetor why you destroyed a Federation starship instead of capturing it.
We have no interest in obsolete technology.
Obsolete?
Unlike you, Lieutenant, your Mr. Spock had an agreeable cunning. May his Katra find its way to Vortavor.
Evasive maneuvers!
Romulan weapon reaching full charge in 3, 1.
Why haven't you fired?
I have.
They're not pushing the buttons. Somebody is messing with their cognition.
Why didn't they fire?
Is it Lana?
I'm betting they think they did.
Sub-Commander, power down our weapons immediately. We will assist the Enterprise in its mission.
Commander, we have them.
I suspect there is a greater plan here. A plan that may jeopardize both the Federation and our Star Empire.
So, oh my gosh, I'm getting a little bit lost. The Marauders were fake? So, or are there other Espers? Where are they?
Sulu says you fooled Sub-Commander Tal into thinking his weapons malfunctioned, just like you fooled us into thinking Romulans kidnapped the Espers. Your people stole the Halifax, didn't they?
So the Espers, okay, so the Espers...
You knew Starfleet would send another ship to investigate, to buy your compatriots the time they need to make it to the galactic barrier.
Simple humans are so easy to deceive. They can be tricked into doing almost anything.
Like shutting down their own life support?
My God, that's what happened to the Hood.
Why?
This is devious.
To see if we could. There's nothing you or anyone can do now. Even the great James T. Kirk will be brought to his knees.
Oh no. So this is all her and the Vulcan, her husband. They planned all of this.
I've been exhausted, but has my judgment been compromised? I've assembled those who were present when we first crossed the barrier, what seems like an eternity ago.
Early in the Enterprise's 5-year mission, I ordered us across the barrier to investigate the disappearance of an old Earth vessel.
I think we all remember what happened.
Except for those of us that weren't yet aboard.
We've read the reports, Captain. 2 crew members with high ESP ratings had their abilities altered.
Boosted. Exponentially. Lieutenant Smith, you were holding Commander Mitchell's hand when the crossing occurred. Anything unique you may have experienced via physical contact?
Nothing I didn't put in my report, sir.
Defeating one god was hard enough.
They're not gods, Scotty. Even with all his power, Gary was still susceptible to human frailty. Hell, couldn't even remember my middle name.
James R. Kirk.
Strike first, before they grow stronger.
We're not out to defeat them. They're Federation citizens, our brothers, sisters.
This is so good. I love this.
Consider this a rescue mission.
Transmission from the USS Congo. They picked up the Halifax's ion trap.
You heard her. Get to work.
So, we're working together with the Romulans.
We can't catch the Halifax before it enters the barrier.
Commander, what are your ship's warp capabilities?
We use other methods to travel faster than light.
There is speculation that Romulans employ confined quantum singularities to bend space.
Oh.
I cannot confirm that.
What if a traditional warp field and the fold from an artificial singularity overlapped?
It may be possible.
You're a genius.
Who am I to argue with you, sir?
Let's see how fast we can get our girl to go.
Okay, bending a little bit of space. No big deal. Oh.
Tractor beam standing by.
Activate tractors. Extend superluminal fold.
Just like when we escaped with the Klingons in the time trap. Similar.
Captain, she's not designed to take the sort of strain for long.
You always say that, and she always does.
But Scotty just doesn't want his poor baby to get damaged or anything. Woo!
It's different systems redlining.
We poor parents.
His poor bairns. Now, we have her in containment, but I mean, we obviously we would know that we can't contain her. No, don't shoot him. His phaser wouldn't have been set to kill, though. It would have been set to stun. I guess she also had him change it to kill. Don't you dare, I like him. I like him. No way. He saved the captain and Bones.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Oh, great. Oh, no, we're in so much trouble.
Sir, galactic barrier dead ahead.
They're gonna stop at nothing to keep their espers to get to that barrier. And there it is.
She's fiercely beautiful, isn't she?
Indeed she is. And deadly.
We're picking up a vessel at the barrier.
Must be the Halifax.
Identification confirmed. SS Halifax.
Ship to ship.
Hailing frequencies open.
We are here to render aid. It is crucial that you do not enter the barrier. Please reply.
There's no way they're gonna agree to that.
Or anything.
Just silence.
There was no one aboard.
What?
Captain, we're detecting another ship nearby. A starship.
It's coming out of the barrier. Oh. Shit!
It is the Congo, sir. It would appear there are only about 24 life forms aboard.
And they're all super espers?
I've tied into the Congo's bridge, Captain.
Put it on screen.
Oh, God. No. This is a danger to the whole galaxy. The Federation, the Romulans, the Klingons, the Tellarites, the Andorians.
You're too late, Captain.
The
Relinquish
Orions.
command, or the
Who am I missing?
Enterprise will suffer the same fate as the Hood.
Ooh, to be concluded. Love the lighting there on Kirk's face. I'm not sure if fan service is the proper term to use here, or if it has some sort of like negative connotation for some people, but regardless of what it is, regardless of how you feel about it, I love fan service and all the callbacks, and my mind was just thinking about so many different like original series and animated series episodes with this, and I was just having just the best little old time over here. We got the familiar looking planet set from that we've seen very similar in the original series. We got the Kirk roll. We got the visor from Is There in Truth No Beauty? For a second, I thought we were going to see a Medusan, and that got me really excited, but we didn't go there, at least not yet. Probably not at all. And then, of course, the big callback to the second pilot, Where No Man Has Gone Before, with Gary Mitchell. I couldn't remember the character name. I could only remember the actor Gary Lockwood because I saw him recently in 2001: A Space Odyssey and didn't recognize him there, and I felt really bad. We got to see a Romulan. We got to see the Romulan commander from the Enterprise incident, which is one of my favorite episodes, and I really, really loved her character. And then, what's her name? Joanna Linville? Wait, let me look it up. No, Joanne. Let me look it up. Yeah, okay, I got it right. I'm so good sometimes. Sometimes I'm not, but sometimes I am. Joanne Linville, I loved her portrayal of the Romulan commander. And I think I recall somebody mentioning that her daughter was in one of these fan series, so I'm wondering if this is the one. I'll look that up later. Let me just go back here. Just kind of skimming through the episode to see if there were any other like callbacks. And then of course the callback to the James R. Kirk, I believe it was, that was on the tombstone that Mitchell made for Kirk, of course, and how his name was later canonized to be Tiberius for his middle name. Oh, and the music from Amok Time, that was awesome too. Okay, yes, I had to look it up. Amy Rydell is the Romulan commander here. She is Joanne Linville's daughter, so that's really cool. They got the son of James Doohan to do Scotty in this, and then they got Amy to do the Romulan commander as the actual daughter of the original Romulan commander, Joanne Linville. I just think that's beautiful and wonderful. Now, the stakes in this episode feel higher than they've ever been. The only way that Gary Mitchell was able to be defeated was because the other girl who got the Esper powers, I don't remember her character's name at the moment, but she decided to go a different way than he did, and so I'm trying to remember exactly what happened, but she fought him or something. So Kirk couldn't even defeat one of these super Espers, and now there's like a couple dozen of them or something. So how in the heck are we going to be able to defeat them? We do have this Vulcan and Super Esper. Maybe we could turn them to our side the same way that Kirk did previously. We also have the Romulan ship and the Romulan commander. Oh, and it's always great to see the Romulan bird of prey. I think every time that I get to see it on screen. But I don't know if the Enterprise and the Romulan vessel are going to be enough to take out all of those Espers, or to... I mean, we're not trying to defeat them. We're trying to rescue them, as Kirk puts it. So I think in the end, while there may be some sort of fight, it's going to have to end with maybe a Kirk speech or something to sway somebody so that the others can be swayed. Well, they already went to the barrier, so we can't persuade them not to go through the barrier because they already did. So maybe just to persuade them to leave the galaxy and go somewhere else, because yeah, I don't know. I'm so excited about this episode. I love this one so much. And I'm really excited that we're getting a story that's able to be fleshed out across 2 episodes. Yes, Continues did give us some sequels to some original series episodes, but this story has been constructed for the express purpose, or the explicit purpose, for it to be a 2-parter. So I'll see you guys in the conclusion to this story, as well as the conclusion to Star Trek Continues. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Until then, bye-bye.